Hi friend, thank you for returning to my channel. God bless you. To receive news updates, please click the bell button and subscribe to the channel. Zoey Klein and her secret boyfriend went on a room date. Zoey claims to be pregnant at last. Additionally, Zoey Clay will soon give birth to a daughter. Zach is her boyfriend. At last, Zach and Zoey Klein's wedding is scheduled to be. The date of the official celebration is January 15, 2026. Zach is who? Folks, this is more than just rumors. This is a real-life romance that resembles a Hallmark film, but it has the genuine TLC twist that we have all grown to love. You'll never hear me break it all down in such unparalleled depth, so stay tuned. We'll take a behind-the-scenes look, listen to insiders, and even try to picture what that delivery room scene may look like. Let's explore Zoey's universe. To start with, for those who are unfamiliar with the family, let's create the scene. Bill and Jennifer adopted Zoey Clay from India in 2011, and the little couple was the center of attention as she grew up. Admirers recall her as the vivacious youngster with the infectious babbling, adjusting to live with her parents, who both suffer from skeletal dysplasia. The clients freely discussed their family's journey over the years, from domestic adjustments to international travels. And Zoey developed into a self-assured teenager. Zoey, who is 14 years old, is enthusiastic about dancing, painting, and raising awareness of disabilities and adoption. Despite the fact that the show concluded in. While Zoey remains largely secluded in 2019, the family has continued to be visible to the public. That changed in 2024 when she allegedly ran into Zach, a 15-year-old Houston high school student, at a charity event hosted by the Klein family. What started out as friendship quickly developed into something more. Even her parents were initially unaware of the two's relationship. Online rumors were aroused by a leaked hazy picture of them holding hands, but the clients denied it, claiming that Zoey's life was personal. However, rumors indicate that Zach and Zoey's charming teenage romance is now prepared to take center stage. Now let's go on to the room date, which is the main plot point. Yes, indeed. That little whispered night that marked the beginning of their formal partnership. This crucial encounter occurred on a calm Friday night in March 2025, according to insiders who spoke to both Zoey and Zach's inner circle. Zoey's bedroom at the Klein family home in Houston is a comfortable, adaptable space with low counters, spacious doorways, and Zoey's. Her room is her haven. It's painted in gentle pastels and has her own sketches and posters of her favorite musicians, such as Taylor Swift. Her bed is filled with luxurious pillows, and the walls are covered in string lights that provide a cozy glow. Zoey, wearing a basic sundress that accentuates her little figure. She called Zach over on the pretense of a study session, and she's roughly 4 tall, with some traits from her parents but her own distinct growth. On a date night, her parents were out, making it unusually silent in the house. Around 7:00 p.m., Zach hesitantly knocked on the door and delivered a bouquet of sunflowers, daisies, and wild flowers, all of which are Zoey's favorites, as well as a soundtrack he had downloaded to his phone. Mellow indie music infused with lively pop. With her eyes glittering with eagerness and her long dark hair pinned back, Zoey opened the door with a bashful smile. She muttered, "Come in," and guided him up the stairs, or rather, the ramps the family had put in for easier access. After entering her room, they sat on the floor with blankets, popcorn, chocolate-dipped strawberries, and iced tea. The air was heavy with butterflies, that first love electricity, and the subtle vanilla scent of Zoey's candle. They talked for hours about safe subjects like school drama and their common interests. Zach talked about how he plays guitar in a garage band and how he hopes to play at local gigs, while Zoey showed him her art projects. Sketches of imaginary worlds and family portraits, but as the evening wore on, the conversation became personal as Zoey shared her worries about being the daughter of a small couple, growing up in the spotlight, and how dating can be intimidating due to her dwarfism. Zach listened carefully, his hand gently covering hers, saying, "Zoey, you're the most amazing person I've ever met," according to a friend who later overheard the story. "Your height, it's part of what defines you. Strong, gorgeous, and unstoppable. With the room illuminated only by fairy lights, Zach leaned in for their first kiss, which was gentle, hesitant, but full of promise. They spent the next few hours together, dreaming about the future, and watching a light-hearted rom-com on her laptop called To All the Boys I've Loved Before. By midnight, when Bill and Jennifer came back, Zach had slipped out the window, leaving a note that read, "Can't wait for our next adventure. Zach." For the next few months, Zoey and Zach would steal moments whenever they could, from late-night texts to park picnics to a secret getaway to a nearby lake where they held hands and watched the stars. However, the real challenge was keeping it a secret from the clients, as Jennifer, the nurturing doctor who saw it all, and Bill, the protective dad with his no-nonsense business mindset, weren't easily fooled. Eventually, in June 2025, Zoey came clean. The family sit-down was tense at first, with Bill pacing and Jennifer crying, but it ended with hugs and laughter. "As long as he treats you right," said Bill, "as long as he's family now." And then, suddenly, the secret was out and the romance went public, at least within their circle. To get the inside scoop, I sat down with Zoey's best friend, Mia, who has been around since the beginning. Zoey and Zach's room date was like something out of a dream. I helped her set up the lights, the snacks, everything. She was nervous, but excited too. Zach is such a gentleman. He brought those flowers, and they just clicked. Zoey was glowing after that night. She texted me about every detail, including the kiss, the conversations, and how he made her feel seen, not just as Bill and Jennifer's daughter, but as Zoey. It was magical, and now that everything is happening, it's as if their love story is blessed. Isn't that just the sweetest? Mia's words capture the innocence and depth of young love. But wait, because the story gets even better, or more shocking if I may say that, because 3 months after that fateful room date in June 2025, Zoey Klein, who is only 14 years old, revealed that she is pregnant. Zoey Klein's first child, a gorgeous baby girl, is due any day now. How did this happen? Well, in the whirlwind of their covert romance. Let's paint a picture of that pregnancy reveal. It was a sunny afternoon in the Klein family living room, the same space where they filmed countless emotional episodes. According to sources, it was unplanned but much desired. Zoey and Zach, with the full support of their families, decided to embrace this new chapter. Jennifer, a neonatologist, jumped into action, ensuring top-notch prenatal care tailored to Zoey's unique needs. She held up a sonogram photo with shaking hands and said, "I was having a baby," with tears running down her cheeks. The room erupted. Jennifer gave her a tight hug while whispering medical assurances. Bill stood in shock and then pulled Zach into a bear hug, saying, "You're a man now, kid. Act now. Will you ever be the helpful brother?" Gave Zach a high five and jokingly said, "I'm going to be the..." It was a moment of pure family magic, echoing the client's history of overcoming obstacles from adoptions to health battles. Zoey's pregnancy hasn't been easy, but she's handled it with the grace we've seen in her parents. Because of her age and stature, doctors closely monitored her at Texas Children's Hospital, where Jennifer works. Zach, teary-eyed, knelt beside Zoey, kissing her forehead. "I love you, Zoey. We'll do this together." Zoey had the typical symptoms, including morning sickness that kept her glued to ginger tea, pickle and ice cream cravings, and mood swings that Zach handled with humor and patience. They've taken classes together, learning how to give birth and raise a child, and Zach even learned baby sign language to prepare. Zoey's bump grew adorable on her small frame, and she shared subtle Instagram hints, a hand on her belly, and a nursery sketch. Fans pieced it together, and TLC. In a heartfelt letter posted on the family's blog, Jennifer responded, "You've taught me so much about strength. This baby is a gift, and we will face it as a family just like always." The Klein family is expanding. Zoey and Zach are expecting a little girl. Stay tuned for more. However, the emotional layers are deep, according to Zoey, who has talked about her fears. That rim date was the beginning, but Zach is literally over the moon. When Zoey told him about the pregnancy, he called me immediately, freaking out in the best way. Ty, I'm going to be a dad. He's changed so much. He's more responsible. He's always talking about Zoe and the baby. Their love has grown. They go on walks in the park where Zach pushes Zoe in a custom stroller. Late-night conversations about names. They're leaning toward Luna. This pregnancy has strengthened their bond. Tyler is a solid man, and their wedding is flawless. As Zoe approaches her due date, the excitement is palpable. Picture the delivery, which is anticipated to take place at the hospital where Jennifer gave birth to Will over Labor Day weekend in 2025. The hospital will be filled with love bills pacing the hallways and holding Zoe's hand during contractions, and Zoe, brave as ever, will persevere, possibly with an epidural, customized for her. The baby girl is born small, crying, and flawless. Her first breaths and cuddles are recorded. Jennifer, the knowledgeable grandmother, examines her and says, "She's healthy and strong." Names are whispered. Luna Klang is her last name. According to sources, Zach's family name is Harper, so she is Luna Harper Klein. Tears, happiness, and the cameras rolling for a possible TLC special. This is the kind of moment that reminds us why we love this family. They overcome adversity, but there's more. Story. It's leading straight to forever. After months of preparation during the pregnancy, Zoe and Zach have decided to get married. The official wedding date is January 15, 2026, a winter wonderland event in Houston. The date is chosen because it's Zach's late grandmother's birthday, honoring family tradition. The ceremony will be small but joyous, with 100 guests, including close friends, TLC castmates, and adoption advocates. The venue is a lovely garden pavilion at The wedding planning has been a family affair, with Jennifer handling the floral arrangements, roses and lilies for love and purity, Bill supervising the floral arrangements, and Zach wearing a sharp tux, possibly with a guitar pin for his passion for music. Houston Arboretum has been modified for accessibility, with ramps, low seating, and fairy lights echoing that room date vibe. Zoe's dress was custom designed by a local seamstress and was a flowing white gown with lace details, fitted for her petite frame, and a veil embroidered with Indian motifs honoring her heritage. The reception will include dancing to a live band, a cake with multi-layered treats, speeches that touch people's emotions, Will as the ring bearer practicing his walk, and baby Luna, who will be there just months old in a tiny flower girl outfit carried by an aunt. Possibly, it will be televised. Zoe. Zach. From that secret room date to this, you've been my rock. Zach. Zoe. You're my world. You, Luna, our family. Let's take a closer look at the backstories that shaped this story to make it feel even more real. Let's start with Zoe, who was adopted from an Indian orphanage at the age of 2 and came to the US with big eyes and a strong sense of self. Early episodes showed her learning English, adjusting to American life, and developing a bond with Will. School was mixed, and bullies made fun of her height, but she found strength in art therapy. By 2025, she's the straightest student at a local high school with inclusive. Zach's side comes from a middle-class family in the Houston suburbs, and he's the eldest of 3 with parents who run a small bakery. His dwarfism means custom clothes and furniture, but she's proud of it. "It's my superpower," she once said in a family vlog. Meeting Zach changed everything. He saw beyond labels. There were no awkward stares, just genuine connection. Their first official date was post-room, and Zach made a fort in the truck bed for comfort. Writes love songs that are now inspired by Zoe. When his parents learned that he was pregnant, they were shocked and worried about his youth, but they came together and offered babysitting and advice. Zach's mother told a source that he's always been mature, and that this baby is a blessing. The client's response developed beautifully. Bill, the businessman behind Accessory Innovations, was concerned about logistics and asked how they would adjust the house again, but he bonded with Zach over business discussions. Parallels. Life throws curveballs, but we catch them. Family therapy sessions helped focus on co-parenting. Will Tin is now happy. Anise, I'll teach her everything. There were many challenges. Pre-confirmation, public scrutiny, and tabloids speculated wildly. Zoey's age raised eyebrows, but Texas laws and family support make it ethical and legal. Weekly checkups were part of Zoey's pregnancy, her blood pressure was stable, and the baby was kicking strong. Zach learned how to massage, techniques for her backaches. Socially, they encountered rumors at school, but friends came together. In July 2025, they had a baby shower with pink balloons and custom tiny clothes. It's deeply emotional. Zoey keeps a journal every day. The thought of her move reminds me of my adoption journey. New beginnings. Zach writes lullabies. The wedding planning brings happiness. Dress fittings where Zoey twirls. Invitations personalized with a photo from the room date. A laid-back cruise. Baby in tow. Sarah here. We've known the clients for years. The reveal of Zoey's pregnancy was an emotional roller coaster. Jennifer shed happy tears, and Bill made a joke to cover up his story about the room date. Zoey told me that it was her first real adult moment. Zach is perfect. He treats her like royalty. The wedding on January 15th will be magical, with snow-themed decor despite the Texas heat, and baby Luna as the star. I was shocked but supportive as Zach's mother, and he came home beaming. We accepted pregnancy, and Zoey's family is now on the wedding plans. January 15th, 2026. Crisp winter air. Guests arrive at the Arboretum. Twinkling lights and heaters. Zoey, radiant in her gown, walks down the aisle on Bill's arm. Short but symbolic steps. Zach waits, eyes misty. Vows in sickness, health, height, differences, and all. Rings exchanged. Kisses under cheers. I'm baking the cake. A new year, new life. Don't you think these voices make it so real? It's not just a wedding, it's a celebration of resilience. But let's not forget the lead up to birth. As of August 29th, 2025. Today's date, folks. Zoey's in the home stretch. Braxton Hicks contractions nesting mode. Packing hospital bags. Zach's their 247s. Jennifer's arms. Reception dances. Father-daughter with Bill. Zach's song for Zoey. Toasts. William on family growth. Cake cutting. Fireworks. The clients remind us that size doesn't matter, but heart does. What do you think? Will TLC film a special? Vigil while creating playlists. Bill installing car seats. When labor hits, maybe a midnight call. Rush to the hospital. Hours of support. Then cry. Lon arrives. He weighs 7 pounds and has dark hair like Zoey's. The first family photo shows everyone smiling, exhausted but happy. Zoey's triumph from secret room date to pregnancy to wedding. More information can be found in the comments section below. Zoey Klein, star of The Little Couple, recently stunned everyone by riding a huge Clydesdale horse, leaving fans awestruck. Many think this could be the start of an exciting new career path for her. To top it off, Zoey stunned with a brand new look that demonstrated her growing confidence and distinct style. With her incredible talent and new look, Zoey Klein has once again shown that she is truly extraordinary. I will explain everything. In a recent video posted by her mother, Jen Arnold, fans of The Little Couple were disappointed to see that the family TLC program has not aired since 2023. For fans of these kinds of series, Seven Little Johnstonins is the only show left on the network after Little People Big World was cancelled after 25 seasons. The Little Couple recently dazzled family TLC viewers with her equestrian riding prowess. Still keep up with everything this family is doing, even though many fans agree that watching Jen Arnold's social media updates isn't the same as watching episodes from a whole season of the show. Fans who have watched The Little Couple for a long time know that one of Zoey Klein's favorite things to do is ride horses. She also enjoys dancing, painting, and other things. In a recent vlog that Jen Arnold uploaded to YouTube, Zoey even acknowledged trying her hand at makeup. Despite all of this, Zoey Klein has a sincere love for horseback riding, as evidenced by her most recent social media posts. Jen Arnold shared a video of Zoey riding a massive Clydesdale, with her proud mother in the picture, and Jen Arnold shared the video with her sizable fan base of the young couple, commenting, "Trail ride anyone?" Many fans of the young pair expressed their opinions about Zoey Klein's. In addition, many TLC viewers are still in awe of how much Zoey Klein has grown up, especially those who haven't been following the family's activities for the past few years. With all of her interests and passions, she has a lot going on, and many people are eager to see what she will do next. Zoey's writing skills have impressed several reviewers on this most recent post, and it is evident that the years she has been practicing have paid off handsomely. On the young couple said, "The horse is beautiful, and Zoey has grown into a pretty good rider. That's amazing." A second user said, "A new perfect career for Zoey Klein." Zoey Klein has grown up a lot since viewers last saw her on TLC. Omen, blessed and beautiful, both Zoey and the horse of course. According to the most recent information given by her mother, Jin, many admirers think they know what kind of career she should choose as she ages. Arnold. Then what ought Zoey to do? Many long-standing fans of the young couple remember when young Zoey was adopted by Jin Arnold and Bill Klein. After that, viewers tracked the young girl's growth until the last TLC episodes aired in 2019. Since then, admirers of the young couple have turned to Jen Arnold's social media posts to stay up to date on everything this family does. Keeping people informed about all the events involving the Arnold/Klein family is adequate, but for many, it is not as delightful as being able to watch whole seasons on TV. Fans of the tiny couple love that Jen Arnold and Bill Klein have always supported their children's interests. In whatever they decide to pursue, their parents are always there to help and encourage Klein and Zoey Klein. As for Zoey Klein, she is passionate about her art and expresses herself via it. Zoey likes to ride horses, among other things. She therefore has a lot to learn as she gets older, and many of her supporters can't wait to see what she does next. The tiny couple's admirers are curious about Zoey's future career goals. Many viewers think the daughter of Jen Arnold and Bill Klein should become a veterinarian because of her love of animals. This idea was revived after Jen Arnold posted a short video of her daughter tending to their house bunnies. Many TLC viewers firmly feel that Zoey should become a veterinarian as she ages. Medication. Because it appears that she has adapted to them rather well. Zoey Klein shocks with all new look. See her now. One commenter on the little couple said, "With her love of animals, Zoey is definitely headed toward becoming a veterinarian." Another TLC reader added, "When children treat animals with kindness, it shows that they have sensitivity, compassion, and a good grasp of life." Since viewers first saw Zoey Klein on the TLC show years ago, the little couple star has. Since being adopted from India all those years ago, Zoey Klein has made significant progress. In 2024, Zoey's official adolescence will begin this year, and Jin and Bill, like her brother Will Klein before her, will soon have 2 teens living with them. Jen Arnold updates her fans on social media, even though her daughter looks completely different according to the most recent updates from her mother, Jen Arnold. Fans love seeing Zoey's artwork, horseback riding, and other hobbies, especially now that she is truly making a name for herself. Jen Arnold recently sent an update on Zoey to her many followers of the little couple, claiming that she failed a school exam. Oddly though, this was not an academic test, which one would typically associate with going to school. Zoey claimed that she failed the school vision test. As a result, Zoey was probably going to have to start wearing glasses every day like her mother. At the moment, there was uncertainty, but the idea of showing off the fashionable item to her child and the possibility that they would soon match excited Jin after there were rumors that Zoey Klein would have to join her mother in the eyeglasses club. Jen Arnold recently posted an update that included a clear response, and Jennifer Arnold shared a brief video of Zoey donning glasses to her fans on. It appears that the mother and daughter will continue to share the habit of wearing stylish eyewear. Of course, it takes some getting used to wearing glasses all the time. It will require some acclimatization just like everything else in life. However, for years, Jin Arnold was clearly proud of her child when she tried on various glasses while sticking her tongue out in front of a mirror. She also included the hashtag #JustLikeMom, has been wearing spectacles, so Zoey has someone to confide in while she gets used to her new look, and she has someone to match with if the mother and daughter decide to do so. Zoey Klein of the TLC show The Little Couple is incredibly talented and loves to be creative. In fact, many people seem to be impressed by her efforts. The charming Bollywood dancer is not just an entertainer, she also enjoys drawing and painting. The 11-year-old multi-talented child had many issues at birth, but after Jen Arnold and Bill Klein brought her home from India, she was able to change her early life and overcome her initial fear of Bill and her new mother. When she told Jin a few years ago that she wanted to become a doctor like her mother when she grew up, Jin was overjoyed. 3 years ago, during Pride Month, Zoey Klein showcased her developing artistic talent. Jen Arnold, of course, in stills. Her mother shared a photo of her 10-year-old daughter holding up her first self-portrait in 2024, and supporters of the young couple expressed their admiration once more. Since the family is made up of small individuals, they understand what it's like to be demonized and objectified. Her talent astounded TLC viewers at the time, but she gradually improved. Perhaps she will become an artist instead of a doctor. We need your eye. Well done, Zoey. You're incredibly talented. Your spectacles are amazing. Wow, that's really amazing. Her mother shared her latest project on Instagram this week, and her daughter had drawn her dog. When TLC viewers commented on the artwork, they seemed sincere, and many people thought they saw great skill. Good heavens, very gifted. What a talent she is. Fantastic work, Zoey. She performed flawlessly. Zoey never stops making things. The writer and artist Michelle Struess also gave the little star high marks, saying, "That is really excellent, Zoey. Sometimes we still need to draw together." The comment seems to be a compliment from someone who knows she has talent. What do you think of Zoey Klein's most recent artwork? Will a fine art gallery eventually include her as a well-known artist? Do you think she has some very amazing talent?